Hey guys, welcome back to 9 to 5 Gamers, and today we are doing a late night chat session. All right, now what I'm going to do in this video is just kind of talk about my day and go through some board games and stuff. So today was a special day. The reason I wasn't able to upload a video this weekend, this is why I'm doing this video, is because I actually was attending an event here in the Orlando area, and it is board game, or they call it the Gaming Caravan, and it's run by a guy named Daniel. Awesome dude. We had a ton of fun today, and so we did this event from 11 to 6 p.m. and it was just board games all day long. So, but it was a very eventful day. So I woke up at the very beginning of the day. I woke up and I'm just gonna take sips of my green tea. And before you guys think I'm fancy and sophisticated, it's just cold Arizona green tea. So anyways, got up early this morning because there was a board game garage sale right down the street from where I live. Actually, I live pretty close by, but he was doing a board game garage sale, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go early. I want to make sure that I'm there before anybody else. So I was at the house at like 6:55, and this guy opens up his garage, and he's a really cool guy that I met. His name was Joel, I believe. And Joel or Joel, however you want to pronounce it. But anyways, he had a board game garage sale, and so I went ahead and bought a few things while I was there. And so I want to show you those. First off, I got Caesar Sees Rome in 20 minutes. I got this for $10. So thank you for hooking me up, Joel. I really appreciate you. Really cool dude, man. He has such a cool garage sale kind of thing that he does every now and then. Opens up his garage and just has he made this really nice rack of video games, of board games, and he just has all the board games on display. But I thought this was really cool because I know that this game can be anywhere between like $30-$40, and I got it for 10, and it has everything in it. It's used obviously, but I've always wanted to just try one of these games because I know Blitzkrieg I heard is really good, and then I heard this one's pretty good. Some people kind of have both of them in different spots. So anyway, thought this was really fun, so I went ahead and picked it up for $10. Not bad, right? Then I also, while I was there, he sold me Role Player with the Monsters and Minions expansion, which I thought was super cool. So I got both of these for $50, I believe, and that's not bad. Honestly, it was a really good deal. So I got both of these for $50, new in shrink too. They weren't used. But this I already opened up, but I'm gonna have to go through it anyway. And last but not least, I got War of the Ring, which he had for $60, brand new, sealed in the shrink wrap. So it's some pretty good prices, because I think War of the Ring, I think the cheapest I've seen it is maybe $65. So $60 brand new. I was like, I will definitely take that. This is one of the games that I've been on the hunt for. So that little top 10 list, by the way, of games that I'm on the hunt for, this was on there. No longer is it there. So. But after that, and while I'm talking, I'm just gonna open some of this stuff up. So while I was there, I got to know this guy, and he actually raffled off 2 games. He was really kind and gave 2 games to the event so that they could do a little raffle, and I thought that was super awesome. So, but anyways, yeah, this game looks really cool. I haven't really played it before. I want to play Role Player Adventures, but this is gonna have to do in the meantime. And they've got some punch boards here that I want to punch out these tokens, which I think you just throw these out. It has literally a little person with the trash can, so I'm assuming you throw these out. Anyway, oh, sorry, hit the microphone. So yeah, so after that, we went back. I went and picked up a friend of mine, and we got some coffee, and I went ahead and went back home and picked up all the games that I had laid out the night before, because at the event that I was going to, the board game event, they let me set up a table over there so that I could promote my channel. And I didn't get too much traffic from it, I was gonna sell a whole bunch of games, so I brought my Calyx shelf, and I thought, yo, I'm gonna sell my Calyx shelf too, one of my older Calyx shelves, the 4x4. So I took everything over there. We got in the truck that I borrowed, and brought everything over there and set up. So it was really cool. So once I got there, I set everything up for myself, And then I helped Daniel out with whatever setup he needed, setting up all his games, and he himself brought in his whole collection. It was really cool. But this board game, he does like themes with this. Basically, he just brings his entire collection of board games, and he travels around and searches for venues to host. And afterwards, he just lets people play his board games. But I like it too because he does it themed. And so what he'll do is he'll say a theme, and like the theme for this one happened to be Marvelous board games. So it was all Marvel themed. And you guys know me, I really love Marvel games. So I brought every Marvel game I owned, which was Marvel Champions, Marvel United, Marvel Remix, Marvel Splendor, Marvel Dice Throne. Am I missing any of the Marvel games? I think that was pretty much it. And so I had contemplated. Uh-oh. See, now I'm starting to get scared because now these have like money symbols on them. I think you're supposed to punch these out. These you might have to save. I'm not sure. But yeah, so I brought all my Marvel games and I set them up. It was really, really cool. Once we had everything set up, we just kind of chilled for a little while and waited for people to show up so we could play some games together. And little bits at a time, people started trickling in. A friend of mine was running my booth and selling my games and stuff like that, so I didn't have to worry about that while I was there. And somebody bought one of my games. Really cool guy. His name is Juan. He made a funny joke while he was playing. They were playing Marvel Love Letter, the Infinity War one, and somebody asked if they were gonna play, and Juan said, or they were asking, hey, can we play this game? How do we play this? And he's like, well, it's a 1v5. He's like, or in our case, it would be a Juan v5. And then I laughed hysterically because I just thought that was really funny. So that was kind of what happened after that. And so it was pretty cool, man. I really loved the event. I went ahead and I taught the game. So I think the first game I played once I got there was that I taught a group how to play Marvel Remix. Now, if you never played Marvel Remix is basically Marvel... it's basically Fantasy Realms, but it's Fantasy Realms, but it has a whole bunch of what do you call that? Fantasy Realms, but it's a lot easier for the scoring, at least, because in Fantasy Realms it has like ways to score the game, but it's weird though, and I have to use like the website because it's just easier. But if you've ever played Fantasy Realms, the scoring can be very odd. It's like, hey, if you have the candle, but you have the magician as well, then the candle is only worth 1 point, but if it's paired with the magician, it's worth 117 points, and then minus 13 if it's paired with this, and it just it's kind of weird, you know what I mean? So yeah, that was that, and I was kind of like, okay, I taught them how to play, but they loved it, man. They had such a good time. They wanted to play another game right after that of Marvel Remix, so I let them play again. After that, I went ahead and I got a chance to play Marvel United with another group, and they absolutely love the game. Now, at the event, they always have, Daniel always uses the opportunity to do different things there. So it's not just board games. He also has a person who comes in and teaches you how to paint minis. So he always has that set up in case you want to learn how to do painting of minis. He also has a D&D section. So if you want to learn how to play D&D, he has a guy who comes in and teaches it. He also had a Magic the Gathering guy who would come in and run games of Magic the Gathering, which is what he did. So it was cool, man. It was just like there was something for everybody at this event. I love the way he put this thing together. But for the people who were waiting for, because the D&D guy was running a little bit behind schedule, and so they had to postpone it just for a little bit. But in the meantime, I grabbed a couple of people, really nice people, Rachel and Raul, I believe it was, and oh man, I forgot the other guy's name. That's so sad. But that's just me because my brain is not working right now. But yeah, he played a 4-player game of what was it that we played? Marvel United. And they had never played it before. And man, they loved it. Let me tell you something. They had a terrific time, man. And that was something that I was really excited about because I was like, bro, I'm so excited to play Marvel United with people because I know there's a ton of people who probably haven't played it because Marvel United has that little stigma on it where it's like, oh, this is like a kid's game, right? And sure enough, that was kind of the perspectives almost of everybody where they're kind of like, yeah, it didn't seem fun, but afterwards, once they played it, dude, every single person who played it was snapping pictures of the game set up because I have the Kickstarter edition, and so it was just such a fun experience, and everybody had a great time taking pictures. Where do you get this game from? And man, this is such a good game. I want to get this, babe. We gotta play this. It was great, man. So I got to play Marvel United with them, and then after I played Marvel United, I just took a little bit of a break and was able to actually know one guy at the table, Raul. Since I taught him Marvel United, we mentioned Carcassonne, and I was like, I've never played Carcassonne. Can you teach me to play Carcassonne? He's like, absolutely. So he taught me to play Carcassonne, and we started playing it, but then we had to stop kind of before the game could end. Because the D&D guy got there and everybody wanted to make sure that they were there for the event. So they were like, yeah, we can finish when we get done. I was like, nah, just run your game, man. The D&D thing is going to take a little bit, so I'm sure that it'll be fine. And, I let them know, like, don't worry about it. We don't have to finish it right now. We can just finish it later or, it's okay. I kind of got the gist of it. And I liked it. I thought that was a really, really fun, solid game. I don't want to punch all these out because it doesn't even look like it has storage for this stuff. So I think I'm just going to throw these in here. This is disgusting. I hate what I'm doing right now, but it's got to be done. There we go. So basically that was how that worked out, was that we played a little mini game of Carcassonne. And let me tell you something. It's not a bad game. I kind of liked it. I enjoyed playing Carcassonne. But I don't think it's a game that I'll want to own. I have it on the shelf, but that's a copy I borrowed from a friend. Definitely not a game I would own. My friend has it. I think that's good enough for me. I don't think it's a game I want to own. You know what it is too? I didn't like Cascadia, and I feel like I'm just not into tile laying games, man. I've got a thing against them. There was a bunch of people playing Wingspan over there at the event. You know my opinion on Wingspan. I'm just not the biggest fan of it. But I was really hopeful that I could get a game in and play with some people who knew how to play the game, who can teach me better, and maybe I would fall in love with the game. I was really hoping for that. But the people who were playing Wingspan, I feel like they played for a solid 4 or 5 hours while they were there. They were there for a very long time playing Wingspan, so we never even got a chance to pick it up, but I was really hoping that I could have my perspectives changed on that. So then it was cool. So I got to play Carcassonne. That was another game I got to knock off my list of games I want to play. Then after we did that, I got to introduce Marvel United to another group of people. I think there were a couple, and they were awesome too, and they loved the game as well. They just had a good time playing it. So that was fun. Then after introducing Marvel United to them, I went ahead, ate something for lunch. The gaming caravan always provides food at the event, and so you can buy food there, and they have really cool, like chicken tenders, things like that, hot dogs, corn dogs. And so we just had some of that, and it was really, really cool. And then after that, I think I've said really, really cool in this video 5 times. Forgive me. I'm so exhausted from the event though. It was really, really fun, but I'm so tired that my brain's not functioning. It was really, really cool. That's what I said last. So then after that, I ate some lunch, and then I got a chance to play Raw with a couple of people, which was really, really fun. And if you never played Raw is the Reiner Knizia game that is a bidding auction game. It was really fun, man. They enjoyed it. They had a great time. And after that, I just kind of walked around, checked on everybody. I taught some people how to play Marvel Splendor. They loved it. Really, really good game. Then after that, once everything was kind of settling down with a couple of people over there, I got a chance to play Unmatched Cobble and Fog, which, by the way, I have Unmatched Cobble and Fog. You guys are going to watch my... Don't forget to tune into those because I think it's really cool. You get to see which games are getting added to my collection and see if any of the suggestions you've made for me make it in. But Cobble and Fog has been another game I've been searching for. I finally found a copy of it. And, somebody was at the table, they were telling me, they're like, yeah, Cobble and Fog, you can get a copy of it for like $40. I was like, I already got a copy for it, and I got it for under 30. And then they were like, where? And so I told them about that place that I go to, Cool Stuff. And it's local, and they honestly, they just sell their board games at such a great price. They're unbeatable. And they had Cobble and Fog for under 30. And she looked it up. She's like, let me check this out. She went to Cool Stuff, the website, and she's like, they have it for like $30 now. I was like, well, I must have gotten it on sale because I definitely got it for less than 30. And then she's like, it must have been on sale when I got it, but it was only $30. And then I'm like, and then you can get free shipping to the store and just pick it up here. I just love Cool Stuff, man. They do such a great game. I hope that they keep their board games cheap because if they ever change that up, I don't think I'll ever go back there. But yeah, so that was pretty cool. So we taught that game. They taught me how to play Cobble and Fog, the Unmatched game. But I already knew how to play because I had already played it before. So it was just a matter of, oh my gosh, I did not just do that. Why is this so difficult to get out? Wow, this is interesting. How big is this game? Oh my gosh. Is this half the map? This is only like half the map. This is nuts. Okay, yeah, this is going to be wild. So that's half the map. And then there's the other half the map. Anyways, so I got to play Cobble and Fog. I played as Cobble and Fog. I played as Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. That was super cool, man. The way that he works. And I could see why Cobble and Fog is like the fan favorite. Like that's definitely one of the greatest sets that Unmatched has ever released. And I can totally see why, because it was just so cool mechanically. I was playing as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and then the other girl on my team, she was playing as Sherlock Holmes and Watson. And so it was us two versus Dracula and the Invisible Man. And man, it was a tough match, but we ended up getting the win, which I felt good about because I felt like I was losing all day today at everything. Man, this game is so well organized. I love this. Oh, these dice are nice. They're like marble. These are tiny little dice. That's pretty cool. Got the blue figures, red figures, these things. What is this? Oh, is that Gollum? So yeah, that was actually pretty cool. So then after Cobble and Fog, we packed up everything. I got a chance to pack up all my stuff, bring it back home, and it was really rainy out today, so I had to get everything quick and get it home. And then once we did that, I came home, put everything away. I'm still kind of organizing everything. Got to put some LED lights on the bottom of my table, even though I'm very exhausted, and I probably should have just gone to take a nap or something like that, but I didn't. After that, I played Fox in the Forest with my wife, so I finally knocked this off my list. This game is great. Like, I'm just going to tell you guys right off the bat, if you have never played Fox in the Forest, dude, you guys need to get a copy of this game. This game is so cheap, so easy to play, and the best part about it is that it's so fast, and it was so fun, and I got destroyed. My wife showed no mercy. There was one match where I was even beating her so bad, and then after I finished, like, beating her, I had, 9 tricks. One of the cool things is that there's, a ranking system for how many tricks you win, right? So if you win no tricks, or I think the maximum is 3, anywhere between 0 and 3 tricks, you're called a humble player, and you get 6 points, which is the max you can get. I was like, what? You get 6 points for being terrible at the game? Got it. Then if you get 4, 5, and 6, you are defeated, and 4 gets you 1 point, 5 gets you 2, 6 gets you 3 points, and then if you get 7, 8, or 9 points, you get the full 6 points for winning that one, and this says you're victorious. But if you go over 9 wins, like you win 9, 10 tricks or more, it says that you are greedy, and it gives you 0 points. So it's like if you do too good in the game, you don't get anything. But if you do super bad, you get 6 points. So it's like you got to be like somewhere in the middle. I thought that mechanic is probably the coolest thing about this game. The trick taking is fine. There's some abilities on the cards that make it fun as well. But man, I just had such a good time. Even though I lost, my wife destroyed me. I love this game. She gave it an 8, and I also give this game an 8 as well. Although I'm teetering on like a 7.5, but I gave it an 8 because I know that this is an 8 for me right now. I know that it'll sink to 7.5 because at a 7.5, it's kind of like it's good, but I'll play it when I'm in the mood kind of thing. It would probably be a good, I'm willing to play it. You know what I mean? So, like, if my wife said, yo, you want to play Fox in the Forest? Yeah, let's do it. Let's break it out, man. Well, first of all, I'd be like, you actually want to play a game? And then we would play Fox. Then I would say, yes, let's play Fox in the Forest. She actually did that tonight. It was actually pretty surprising. She goes, Jeremy, do you have a game that takes 15 minutes? And I said, do I? And the first thing I said was, she's like, all right, we'll get a game so we can play. So I pulled out Unmatched. I'm giving away a lot of my new games, by the way. InGen versus Raptors on Unmatched. And then I was like, we could also play Fox in the Forest, or we could also play Hero Realms. I got all of these within like 10 seconds because they were just right there. So I pulled them out, cleared everything off this table, even though I was organizing everything, and I said, let's play. So she said, nope, don't like it. And she said, no, I'm not in the mood. And then she said, let's play Fox in the Forest. It looks cute. So we played, and she loved it, and I loved it, and now I know that this is a great game, and it's definitely a keeper and staying in my collection for sure. But anyways, so I just had a good day today, man. Today was a lot. I got a lot of games played. I got to play Carcassonne for the first time. I got to play Cobble and Fog Unmatched for the first time. And so it's cool that since I have Unmatched, now it's added back into the left side of my collection, which is all the played games. These are all my unplayed games, and I can move some games down that way. But yeah, had a really good day today, but I am exhausted. So thank you guys for tuning in to this. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you've been here for a while, man, guys, help me push to 1,000. We are almost there. I think I need like 50, 55, 56 more. What in the world? Y'all good? You know, dogs barking is a good thing because this is like, if there's ever intruders or anything like that, at least I'll know. You know what I mean? But at the same time, sometimes they just bark at absolutely nothing and interrupt my videos. So, anyways, thank you guys for tuning into this video. As I was saying, if you are new to the channel, subscribe. If you are already here, yo, find 3 or 4 people that you know and just say, hey, can you help me out? Subscribe to this guy so we can push to 1,000. Once we get to 1,000, oh man, that's gonna be so cool because that's one of my milestones. As soon as we get to 1,000, I'm gonna add an extra video per week. So right now, if you don't know my schedule, I'm uploading 1 video on Tuesdays, that's my top 10, and I upload 1 video on the weekends, which rotates between a couple of different series that I have ongoing. I've got board game reviews, so we call those weekend reviews. I've also got some the Welcome To series, which we go over at the end of the month. I go over all the board games that I've added to my collection this month. You don't want to miss that one because this month has been super spicy. I have gotten a lot of games this summer, this last month, and so you're gonna want to tune in definitely for that. That's coming up next week. Yeah, and then I do Welcome to my collection. I do board game reviews. Cause sometimes I'll do unboxings and I do playthroughs, but those are always live streams. So if you ever want to see those, you can go to my live section and you can see those board game playthroughs. Just played a game of Distilled the other day. You can check that out. But for the most part, there's a couple of new series that I want to introduce to the thing. So if you guys can push me up to 1,000 in this next like week and a half, I will definitely be adding a 3rd video to the lineup. And so for 1,000 subs, that'll be our new thing, is 3 videos a week. More work for me, but I'm looking forward to it because I love what I do. that's pretty much it, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, send this to people. And if you're feeling generous, man, hit up the Patreon. It's only like $3, and so if you guys can donate that. I'm kind of still toying around with the whole Patreon thing and seeing what I can do. I haven't had any subscribers yet there. But if you do feel like you would like to be a subscriber, that's fine. Content's always free regardless. You don't have to pay for anything. But it's just a cool way for you guys to support the channel. And I like the idea of, we're going to have different tiered levels depending on what you guys can afford. But I just want everybody to get the same thing. I don't know. I don't want to treat people better because they give me more money. Although that should be the case. But, I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do the whole Patreon thing. But for right now, we're going to be playing games on BGA and different stuff like that. So check out the Patreon and subscribe. And I think that's it, man. Love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning into this. I know it's probably long, but enjoy your evenings, afternoons, whatever you're doing. Catch you on the flippity flip. Peace out.